sadness and anxiety. I came back after giving the exam just to get the news that it was a very fatal accident. Downfalls were never ceased. I cried for half an hour or more. Namaskar people, here I am with my second video on YouTube, and in this video I'm gonna be sharing with you my NEET journey. The triumphs, the achievements, the breakdowns, the failure, the hard work, the pressure and the mistakes, and what else. Let us keep some things for the next videos coming. Also, if you have not watched my first video, which is on how I spent my days after NEET, check it out after this one, because you're going to forget how life is enjoyed after preparing for NEET. The link of the first video is stapled in the description box, so don't forget to give it a watch. Dream to become a doc bounced upon my mind when I was a 13-year-old kid in the 7th standard back in 2017. It was when Papa has gotten high cholesterol, and after he had the grip over it by having checked by a few doctors in the nearby cities, he once told me that being a doctor brings security of job as well as good finance, and respect is free. So earlier I was more eyeing on the money side of it. But after that, when I started exploring biology, I found it really interesting and feeling at home with it. I started scoring good at science in my 9th and 10th. I started enjoying science, especially biology. I was never the first topper, I never stood first in anything, but sometimes I used to stand in the first 5 or 3, I guess. That also sometimes. But yes, I tried till the end of 10 to at least come at the first place at least once. I did my 10th from Christy Jyoti High School, Govt, through the Board of Secondary Education, Assam. And it was a nice year for me. I was happy with my biology scores. Ramanujan, if you are a student from Assam and watching this video, you might have heard of this institute, right? Show me in the comments if you have. I was out of home for the first time. I went to Nagaon to pursue my 11th and 12th studies from Ramanujan Junior College, and it was a phase filled with very much of gloom and sadness and anxiety. What's gonna happen, how I'm gonna survive without someone whom and for the first few weeks. But after that I got acclimatized to that. Yes, during that journey there were times when I asked myself hopelessly, will you be able to make it? But trust me, they were the times that lighted the fire. The thing was, I totally forgot that NEET topic when I was in junior college. I was more inclined towards my boards, my practicals and all. I quite knew that my NEET prep had not been something worthy of getting a government medical seat. But in the last month before NEET, that was on 7th May 2023, I gave my best, or at least I tried to give my best. After the exam, I felt that I may procure a college because I just felt so, but I had no idea of how many questions attempted may be correct or may get wrong. I counted my marks the very next day and it was just 346. I felt so sad. The whole week was gloomy. The same evening I told my family that I won't make it this time, which I also told them earlier. But things went way tragic for me. If you know, you know, I think you know, or I can't give the hint of it now. I don't want to hurt anybody, so let those things be in the grave itself now. But altogether, it was my aim to choose doctor as profession and opt for it. I was sad myself. The thought that I wondered clearing NEET in first attempt itself when I was a kid was haunting me deep inside, and the wound burners added extra mental creeps.
I somehow survived my days at my place that was a week or less. Heading to Guwahati, I had made my vision clear what I need to do, and I had prepared myself mentally at home itself. Psychologically, I had made the ground for the struggle, and yes, I was literally going to take a deep dive into this arena because what had happened plus what I thought for myself for the future and added to what may happen to me owing to these facts. These thoughts scared me a lot. The very day I reached my dorm, my roommate, who is my best friend from junior college, he also arrived, and I was up with my first strategies and discipline plans. I literally followed them, yaar. It's not a flex. Please don't take this as a show off, but I'm trying to be very frank. After 2 months, there was my first mock test, and it was indeed a dreadful day. And guess what happened that day to make it worse?
I came back after giving the exam just to get the news that in a car accident where in the car there were my mom, my dad, my chachi, chacha, elder sister and my younger brother. They all were there in the car, and it turned twice beside the road, and it was a very fatal accident. And I got the news from a WhatsApp group of our society. They were planning to hide this thing from me, but they couldn't. I was shocked to death at the time, and I could not figure out what should I do. Should I head back home, or should I continue my studies there? All thanks to the goddess that there was no life loss in that fatal accident, and everyone were fine, just minor injuries were there.
Then thode din baad my blood pressure went drastically low because of the food which I used to get in my first dorm. I had to take a leave from coaching and head back home. The following mock test did not go well. My morale was so down. The same month I got pox, which in our community is not considered as an infection. Perhaps it's something else. So therein I had to take another 4 to 5 days leave, and again another downfall in marks. Everyone was scoring so good, and the ones who were scoring less than me started scoring high marks, and I was broke at that time, literally.
So it is that there will be downfalls. Downfalls will never cease. They will never leave your path clear. They are gonna come after every achievement which you earn, after every good thing that happens to you. They are gonna meet some troubles in your way. Downfalls will bring your morale down, but it is you who will have to bring that morale up again and again with that hope that you will make it, and you'll have to trust in yourself.
So that's it. It's always you how take it, and make use of the downfalls also rather than weeping over it. I call this tool of action as guilt pills, and subscribe to know more about guilt pills and other tools regarding NEET preparation. I choose my mock tests and prep over festivities like Navratri and Chhat Puja. Those days were the toughest days indeed. There were times when I scored marks in the house of 400. All credits to my dear silly mistakes. I would not say sleepless nights, because I always used to remain such sleepy during my preparation phase, whether it be the day or night. And days passed and passed. In a blink, the NEET day was there at the doorstep. The very day before exam, my whole NEET journey appeared in front of my eyes. All my strategies, all sacrifices, all mock tests, all breakdowns, build-ups, and everything.
What I did was, I did not study a word that day. I cried for half an hour or more thinking, kya hoga, kaise hoga bhi ya nahi hai.
And Maharani Ji ki kripa se, my hard work did not go in vain. It showed its beautiful result. Okay, then already this video has been so long. I hope if you are a NEET aspirant or appearing in any other exam, soon you'll have your own success story too, which will inspire so many others like the ones who inspired me. for I'm going to upload very soon tips, tricks, tools, strategies, and people whom I followed for my NEET prep phase. Do like, share, and subscribe to Vestiges of an Essay. See you in my next video.